Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Wok Drop. So in this episode, we went to a place in Taiwan called Maokong, and in Maokong they have a bunch of tea houses all up on the mountain, and there are also tea fields where they grow tea. It's not necessarily the most famous place to grow tea. It just happens to be that there are a bunch of tea houses and restaurants and chao and hua, like tea culture things up on this mountain in the northern part of Taipei. So we went to this one special tea house called Yao Yue. Yao Yue means to drink with the moon. And it's based on that phrase is based, I think, on a Tang Dynasty poet named Li Bai, who talked about drinking with the moon. And this is the only 24-hour tea house in all of Taipei. You can go there anytime, 24/7, and they'll be serving tea and food. And it's an amazing tea house because it's terraced in these, like it's all landscaped in these terraced lots that go on and on out into the mountain, on the mountainside, and you can hear the animals, whether they be birds or frogs or crickets, out in the woods. And it's really cool because you've got a bunch of covered areas you can drink tea together, a bunch of spots throughout there to fill up your teapot with hot water, so you can basically drink 24 hours a day, 7 days a week tea there. A lot of times in Taiwan, people will go out there late at night after they've gone out to the club or partying with their friends, and they'll take a cab or they'll drive out there and they'll drink tea starting at midnight, going till 4 in the morning, then they'll come home and sleep. So it's a really interesting place. It's really, really cool. And that's where we went to show you some introduction into some Taiwanese tea culture. All right, so we're at this Yao Yue tea house in the outskirts in the mountains around Taipei. This is, I think, the only 24-hour tea house in all of Taiwan. It's open 24 hours. You come out here, it's got a whole terraced, basically, tea house on the side of this mountain. It's amazing. So one of the things here that you see on the table is these taller cups, and these are really used a lot in Taiwan. I've heard them referred to as smelling cups. And so the idea is that they're fluted like wine glasses, they're long and thin. So the idea is that it lifts those higher, lighter fragrances so you can smell them. Not so much used in pu'er tea, but it's more used in some of the oolongs and the stronger smelling teas, not like the lighter smelling teas. So what happens is when you present this, you first pour into here, and then you put this into the cup you're going to drink out of, and it goes down like this. And then when you present it to the person, it's usually formed a suction. They'll pull it off, and that tea will fall down into the cup they're going to drink from, and then they can smell from this cup, and the high sides allows for the aroma to come up into the nose, and you get a better smell of your tea. All right, so we're going to steep this oolong tea. And actually, sometimes they'll actually pour it over it, but because we're like on a table, we don't really have a chajo, a tea table under us. We're not going to do the whole pouring over the tea pot. Just gonna go like this. So we wash the tea leaves a bit. Sometimes you want to wash your tea depending on the type of tea it is. Then we're going to take this, we're going to just put it through the cups here just to wash them. I'm actually going to go to these mostly because we're drinking out of them. Cleans everything. this one more time. At this point, you can see the tea leaves have started to open, right? The fragrance is really coming out. Chaya dakai. And then we're gonna go here. Now you can add more tea leaves in this. We just want you guys to see. Some people really like more, some people like less. It's really up to a preference, you know. Some people tell you, no, you need more. When you start to go around and meet other people, they say, no, you don't always need more, you can have less. So first thing we do, pour into here. Now you can let this steep for 30 seconds, but I'm speeding up a little bit just to show you. 30 seconds to a minute, and we'll go like this, right? And then we'll go here. Before it gets too hot, you want to grab it and turn it over, right? So here, before it gets too hot, you want to grab it and turn it over. So now, you see, it's here. So what happens is he pulls it off, and now he can smell from that cup. So I go here, I pull this off, and it really projects the layers of the scents into your nose. So that's what this is used for. It's just a smelling cup. And when you go to a number of tea houses in Taiwan or Chaya Dian, the place where they sell the tea leaves, sometimes they will serve it to you, the tea, with these cups. It doesn't have to be done, but it's one of the things that some people do to help you understand the fragrance more. So I hope you enjoy this episode of Wok Drop, and I'll see you on one of the episodes in the future. All right, from Taiwan, I'll see you guys next time.